So the Mace is a brand new DLC weapon in Cold War Season 4, and you can unlock it for free with a weapon challenge in multiplayer and zombies, and today I'll show you how to complete this challenge to unlock it easily and quickly. As a side note, the CX9 SMG for Warzone and Modern Warfare multiplayer has just released too, and if you also want to know how to unlock that weapon, I made a guide which you can watch after this video via the card on screen or a link in the description. But in this video I'm going to quickly explain the challenge, give the best class setup and game modes for this Mace challenge, and then some quick tips to help you get the challenge done even faster. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video so you don't miss out on any important tips. And given that this melee weapon can be unlocked in both Cold War multiplayer and zombies, I'll have timestamps in the description so you can watch just the bit of the video you need depending on what mode you want to play. Now if you want to know whether it's faster in multiplayer or zombies, I'll discuss this towards the end of the video, so check that out if you need to, but otherwise let's talk about the challenge. So in multiplayer, the challenge says using a melee weapon, get a kill while sliding in 15 different completed matches. So this is basically getting one low blow medal in 15 different games. A low blow medal is simply when you kill an enemy while sliding, but obviously you need to do this with your melee weapon. Now once you see the low blow medal pop up on screen, you know that it counted that kill, but I'd recommend getting at least 2 in a game just in case the first one didn't register or whatever. But all you technically need is 1 slide kill, which you'll know by getting 1 low blow medal pop up on screen. Now a quick note, this needs to be 15 completed matches obviously, so if you leave the game early, the progress will seem to count initially and then it won't, it will reset, so you must stay in the match until it finishes. And you can also check that your slide kill counted by checking the challenge progress bar before and after a match, and then see if it went up by 1 point after the game finished. So on the main menu, you want to go to the weapons tab, go to create a class, select a loadout, click on the weapon, go to the melee tab, scroll to the bottom of the list and then hover over the mace, and that will show you how much progress you've made towards unlocking this weapon. So that's the multiplayer challenge, but how do you unlock it if you want to play zombies instead? Well, for zombies, the challenge says using a melee weapon, kill 50 special or elite enemies that are taunted by your Frenzied Guard. Now the special or elite enemies are ones like Order, the Tempest, Kranzi Soldats, which are Panzers, the Mangala, Mimics, Disciples and Megatons. That's pretty much the main list of special and elite enemies. Those that don't count are things like the Plague or Hellhounds, and also the Tormentors, which are the new orange fiery screeching enemies that explode in Mal de Toten. And you need to kill 50 of these bad boys while using your Frenzied Guard field upgrade. Let's first talk about the multiplayer strategy, and then we'll talk about how to unlock it in zombies, and in the end we'll talk about which way is fastest. So for multiplayer, the class setup I recommend is, for your secondary, I would put on any melee weapon you want. In my personal opinion, I'd suggest the E-tool is especially good as it's fast, it's lightweight, but if you don't have it unlocked, I made a guide which you can watch via the card on screen if you want to unlock the E-tool as well. If you haven't got it and you're not interested in unlocking the E-tool, then you could also use the Wakizashi sword if you've got it, or otherwise just the base knife that came with the game. So any melee weapon, but my personal preference is the E-tool. Now, for the perks, you're going to want to put on the perk grid wildcard, and then in the first perk category you're going to want to put on flak jacket so you can take less damage from enemy explosives and molotov or combat bow flames. You're going to want to put on tactical mask so you can get max resistance to flashbang and stun grenades, and also you're immune to the gas. In perk 2 you're going to want to put on quartermaster so you can recharge equipment over 25 seconds, and tracker so you can see an imprint of enemy footsteps. And then also in perk 3 we've gone for gung ho so you can use equipment while sprinting, switch weapons faster and take less damage from falling, and also ninja so you can move more quietly and your character speaks only when necessary so your enemies basically won't hear you as easily. In terms of the equipment, I'd recommend putting on a stun grenade for the tactical so you can use it to throw at the enemies and stun them, which can slow their movement and make it easier to run up to them or knife them while sliding, as this makes you more vulnerable to getting shot when you slide. But since you only need 1 slide knife kill, the stun grenade is absolutely not essential, but if you're struggling with the challenge, it's definitely worth using as it can make it a lot easier if you stun someone and then go up to them rather than just trying to slide up to them and die. The lethal, it doesn't matter what you use, it's not relevant to this challenge, and then for the field upgrade, we're not using that either. What map and mode is best for this challenge? Well, personally I'd recommend playing core modes and not hardcore, as you'll have more health in core and you're less likely to get shot and die. The fastest game mode is probably face off, as matches last about 5 minutes. It has a lower score threshold to win, there's smaller maps, it's easier to get kills, etc. So definitely face off in my opinion, but if you're struggling to get the slide kill by the time that face off match ends, you want to choose a slightly longer mode. So currently in the game there's also the nuke jacked 24/7 mosh pit, which is constant nuketown and hijacked matches, so I'd pick this mosh pit as it's good for getting kills. Otherwise, if you're outside of this time and they haven't got that playlist, I would also recommend other limited time mosh pits like the new DLC maps if they come along, or any map that's decent and fast paced basically. Another option is free for all as well, but it's probably not the best, but it's not a bad choice either. So my top choice would definitely be face off. If not, consider some of those other modes. What is the main actual strategy when you're in the game to get this done even faster? Well, my strategy would be to run to an enemy and slide towards them, then mash the melee button to try and kill them. You may end up getting shot a lot before getting close to the enemy, and if this is the case and you frequently die, I do recommend trying to slide kill an enemy from behind so they don't see you, or from the side, let's say. Now, you could also try to flank around the edges of the map if this is necessary, especially on the face-off maps because they're quite small. You can get into spawns and pick people off quite easily, and I'd say you're very vulnerable with the combat knife or whatever melee weapon you're using when coming across a group of people, so try to only focus on one person at a time. Don't go for a whole group of people or you'll die. And you could even use your primary weapon to take down any extra enemies as well, so you can just focus on one, but obviously that's not essential because you only need one slide kill. Now if you're really struggling, what you could also do is camp behind an object or near an objective or a high flow area. So for example, on face off it might be a domination flag, or it might be behind a box or a barrel or something. If you were on Nuketown, it might be the fence on the side alley that people run past. And what you want to do is wait for the enemies to run past and then slide up to them and knife them to get the slide kill. They won't see you because you're behind them, so that's quite an easy way if you're really struggling. If you're having a problem with this challenge, I would definitely recommend considering changing the slide button to the analog stick. Basically go to the controller settings and change your button layout to tactical, as this makes it easier to crouch and slide because it swaps the button for your melee attack and for your crouch. And obviously the crouch is an important part of this so that you can slide, because you have to press the crouch button while you're moving to go into that slide animation. So that can make it easier if you're struggling, but it's not essential. And make sure you have enough space in front of an enemy to run. Then slide a knife, and make sure your character actually has enough momentum from moving and running before trying to slide. Otherwise, what would frequently happen is I'd try and rush in, my character wouldn't be moving properly enough, they'd be quite slow, they didn't build up enough momentum, and when you press that crouch button, it will just make your character actually crouch rather than sliding, and obviously the kill won't count, it will slow you right down and you're very prone to dying. Now remember, it's only one slide kill you need, so you don't need to stress about the challenge too much, and if you don't see the low blow medal pop up when knifing an enemy, it didn't count, so try again until you get at least one low blow medal. So that's how to complete the challenge to unlock the mace in multiplayer. What about if you're trying to play zombies? So you can either play round based zombies or outbreak obviously, and like I say, we'll discuss which of these zombies modes and even multiplayer as well, which one is best at the end of the video. For the class setup in zombies, you obviously need to put on a melee weapon such as the E tool, but you can put on whenever you want, like the Wakizashi sword or the base combat knife, whatever you want. I went for the E tool obviously, and for the field upgrade I put on the Frenzied Guard, as you need to for this challenge. What the Frenzied Guard field upgrade does is it forces all enemies in the area to target you for 10 seconds, and armor takes all the damage during this time as well. So as well as this, you want to upgrade a few skills as well. So ideally you want to upgrade the following things either to tier 5 or as high as you can. And to get these upgrades, you need to earn Ethereum crystals. If you're struggling with that, I also made a guide on how to earn those crystals fast. There's a guide for that in the description or a card on screen. But yeah, the following things you want to upgrade to tier 5 or as close as possible. So you want to upgrade the melee weapon class, which will allow your melee weapon to do bonus damage, which is increased to 25%, and also melee damage heals you. But also you want to upgrade the Frenzied Guard field upgrade, which is one of the most important things to upgrade, as activating the field upgrade or killing enemies will repair your armor. Normal zombies explode after hitting you, so they can't hurt you because you just want to focus on the special and elite zombies, and the duration is increased to 15 seconds, as well as normal enemies being slowed to walk speed while they're active, so they won't run at you, allowing you to just prioritize killing those special zombies. So this is obviously really useful. We need to use this field upgrade for the challenge, but it's really good if you can upgrade that to tier 5, as the zombies will be much less powerful and you can just focus on those elite and special zombies. The other thing is speed cola, so you want to upgrade that to at least tier 2, because this ensures that field upgrades recharge 20% faster, so it just helps you to keep getting those Frenzied Guard field upgrades a bit faster. Finally, the last main thing you want to upgrade is the cryo freeze ammo mod, because enemies are slowed for longer, they'll take more damage, and they're slowed more severely. So special enemies can also be slowed as well when you upgrade it to tier 4, which is really useful for this challenge. And at tier 5, this freezing effect spreads to other zombies too, so it makes it easier to take out the normal zombies when progressing through the rounds, or it also makes it easier to kill the special zombies when you're going for them. Definitely try and upgrade those things as high as you can, but it's not essential, it'll just make the challenge easier. And now let's talk about the main strategy for round-based zombies. So fire-based C can be alright, as lots of special and elite enemies are around, but I think the new Mauder Totem map is better for killing elites. If you need any help with like turning on the power, pack punching, building Klaus, or getting the wonder weapon on this new zombies map, then check out my Mauder Totem Toten playlist. Now on Mauder Toten, that's the strategy I'm going to be talking about. You want to get kills with your melee weapon in the starting room until about round 5 or 6 when you've got enough points. Then head to the East Berlin streets and activate your Frenzied Guard field upgrade before killing the first Tempest in the electrical store. You then want to head to the underground station to turn on the power and kill the other Tempest once your Frenzied Guard has recharged. But obviously it can be quite slow progress to recharge it, so you just have to wait and kill some zombies. Now this will get you 2 special zombie kills by turning on the power by killing those 2 Tempests. So that will be already 2 points towards your 50. And then from the sewer access, zipline to the West Berlin streets, then up to the department store with the perk machine, and you want to buy the Speed Cola perk to recharge your field upgrade faster. When your field upgrade has recharged, you want to activate the Pack-a-Punch machine to initiate the trial, and you want to kill the Disciple with your Frenzied Guard activated. Then once you've got enough money, Pack-a-Punch your weapon, add the Cryo Freeze ammo mod effect, and buy any other perks you want from the machine, such as Juggernog, Quick Revive, Stamina Up, etc. And I would say try not to get zombie kills when the Frenzied Guard is active, because those kills won't count towards recharging your field upgrade, and it will then take longer to charge it up, and then you might miss some special kills because you don't have it active. At round 10, the Panzer, the Kranzi Soldat, will spawn in. Then on round 11, another Disciple will spawn in. So you can kill them either separately, or you can finish round 10 with the Panzer alive, and then try to kill the Panzer and the Disciple with the same Frenzied Guard activation on round 11. So it's really good to try and overlap special and elite enemies where possible, as otherwise you might not be able to use your Frenzied Guard for multiple enemies separately, as lots of zombie kills are needed, like I said, to recharge the field upgrade. So you could get loads of elite and special kills, no problem. The problem is making sure you've got the field upgrade recharged for when you want it. Like I say, try to overlap special and elite kills when you can, all in one activation of the field upgrade, and also don't be afraid to let the special enemies go into the next round so that you can actually overlap these kills, like I say. Okay, so between round 11 and 20, there'll probably be some Disciples, maybe a Kranzi Soldat or 2, and possibly a Mangler. You want to kill these while your Frenzied Guard is active, and then kill normal zombies quickly to progress through the rounds as fast as possible. So for example, with using nuke power-ups, insta-kills, lethal equipment found on the ground from dead zombies, all made at crafting benches, and then also you can use score streaks as well. Now I'd also recommend upgrading your weapon rarity level at the weapon and armor stations once you've got enough salvage to make your melee weapon do more damage, so it's more powerful. And when you have enough points, you can also pack-a-punch your weapon up to tier 3. I'd highly recommend doing this as soon as you can. On top of this, you can also buy, when you've got enough points, a wall weapon or a gun from the mystery box, and you can then pack-a-punch it and buy the Deadshot Daiquiri perk. Then you want to hold down the fire trigger while repeatedly tapping the aim down sight trigger to auto lock onto zombie heads to easily kill zombies to progress through the rounds easier. So this is a faster way to get kills, so you can charge your meter faster and also get to the next round quicker, because the higher the round, the more special and elite zombies there will be. The main difficulty with the strategy comes with sort of having to put the effort to like set up the game, turn on the power, get the perks, pack punch, that kind of thing. Once you're in those mid to high rounds, it's really easy to get these special and elite zombies, but you just need to get through the first bit as fast as possible. Now during the mid to late 20s rounds onwards, there will be multiple special and elite enemies per round, like I say, but you'll find they spawn in progressively. So you want to get some normal zombie kills so that your meter is charged, and then kill all the special and elite zombies when your Frenzied Guard is active. Then again, you want to kill normal zombies to recharge your field upgrade, and then kill any more special zombies. Keep doing that process basically throughout the rounds, and then by the late 30s and early 40s you should pretty much have had all 50 special enemy kills by now. But if you do that, you should be able to unlock the Mace melee weapon within late 30s, early 40s. Another thing to speed it up is you could also start the Mauder Toten Easter egg, which will cause lots of Tempests to spawn each round, which will help this challenge along. But if you can't do the Easter egg, then don't worry. Personally, I didn't, just because I couldn't be bothered to do it, but if you do, that can help speed it up, as well as you'll get a lot more of those special enemies spawning in. So that's the main strategy for round-based modes in Mauder Toten. But what about Outbreak? For Outbreak, you want to spawn in and get kills to charge your field upgrade, and then get in a vehicle and drive around the map until you see a special or elite enemy, and then activate your field upgrade before hitting them with your melee weapon. Now when you have enough points to buy this Speed Cola perk, you want to pack-a-punch your weapon, add the Cryo Freeze effect, and buy anything else you want. You then want to repeat the special enemy killing process for the main objective, so for example it might say kill the HVT, charge the rockets, etc. And also you want to do certain world events which are great for these enemies as well. So the Dragon Rocket event will reward you with a golden chest, which will contain a power up to instantly replenish your field upgrade. Also, finding and opening a locked golden chest on the map will cause lots of special enemies to spawn in and attack you, so you want to try and kill them all consecutively while your field upgrade is active. Once you've killed them all, you can open the chest and it will give you another field upgrade power up to instantly replenish it so that you can use it again. If you see hunting hordes as a world event, that's great too, because it will cause special enemies to spawn in, which you can kill when your field upgrade is charged. And if you ever need to recharge your field upgrade fast, you can drive around the map, kill clusters of zombies or go into buildings or start the main objective or whatever. Just get lots of kills, and obviously because you've got the speed cola perk, you'll recharge your field upgrade quite fast. And when you're done on the first region in Outbreak, you can then warp to another region to kill more special enemies, or you can exfil, and that will cause one or more special enemies to spawn at the exfil zone and give you another chance to kill them. Whatever round you finish on in Outbreak, there'll be special or elite enemies, so the higher the round, the more special and elite enemies, and the better for you basically. But if you're asking sort of which mode is best overall, this depends on how good you are at each mode obviously. So if you're good at getting to high rounds fast, then round based zombies might be for you. So for example, Milder Totem is probably best. But if you find it difficult getting to higher rounds and you die easily, or you found it really slow, then Outbreak might be better for you. Outbreak is probably slower than round-based zombies, I would say, but obviously it depends on your skill set and what might be best for you. And if you're quick going through the rounds of zombies, it may be on par with or slightly faster than multiplayer. Otherwise, I'd recommend just playing multiplayer face-off for 15 matches. So that's kind of my suggestion for that. But the challenge difficulty is much more neck and neck this time when you compare zombies and multiplayer with previous DLC weapon challenges. So kind of play what you like, best bearing in mind what I just said. It's more of a choice. It's not like one's super easy and the other's hard. You can choose whatever you like, and that is pretty much my advice for unlocking the Mace melee weapon. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found it useful. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. It really helps me out, and feel free to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my latest Black Ops Cold War and Warzone videos. I've made lots of DLC weapon unlock videos recently, like the OTS-9, the CX-9 in Modern Warfare, and I've got lots of camo guides on how to level up weapons fast, how to unlock the Ethereum crystals in zombies, and so on. So if you need any guides for Cold War or Warzone, then definitely check any of them out. But thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next video.